Once, there was a boy named John and a girl named Eliza. Their love was like a bright summer sun. In the beginning, everything was perfect. They met at a small coffee shop on a rainy afternoon. John remembered exactly what Eliza was wearing, a bright yellow sweater that made her look like a piece of sunshine in a gray world. They talked for hours, and by the time they left, John knew he wanted to be with her forever. They spent 2 beautiful years together. Their apartment was filled with the sounds of music and laughter. Eliza loved to dance in the kitchen while she made pasta. She would pull John's hands and make him dance with her. John would laugh and tell her she was silly, but he loved every second of it. They had a dream jar where they wrote down all the places they wanted to visit: Paris, Tokyo, New York. They promised to save money and see the world together. Eliza was a very kind person. She always looked for the good in people. If John was stressed about his job, she would sit with him and hold his hand. She would say, "John, it is just a job. As long as we have each other, we have everything." John would nod, but deep inside, he felt he had to be the strong one. He thought that being a man meant being right all the time. He did not know that his pride was a tiny seed that would one day grow into a giant wall. As time went by, things started to change. John became very busy with his work. He wanted to be successful. He wanted to earn a lot of money so he could show Eliza he was a great provider. But as he focused on work, he forgot how to listen. When he came home, he was tired and grumpy. If Eliza asked him to help with the dishes or complained that they didn't spend enough time together, John would get angry. He started to think that Eliza was nagging him. He felt that his way of thinking was the only correct way. One evening, they had a small fight about a dinner plan. It was a tiny thing, but John refused to say he was sorry. He sat on the sofa and ignored her for the whole night. "John, why are you doing this?" Eliza asked with a sad voice. "It is just a dinner. Why are you so angry?" John didn't answer. He felt a strange power in his silence. He thought, if I don't talk, she will realize I am the boss. She will learn to respect my feelings. This was the first time he used silence as a weapon. He did not realize that every time he stayed silent, he was pushing Eliza a little bit further away. One Tuesday evening, the big fight happened. It started because John forgot their anniversary. Eliza had cooked a special meal and bought candles. She waited for him for 3 hours. When John finally walked through the door, he didn't even say sorry. He just said he was tired from work. Eliza started to cry. "It isn't about the dinner, John. It is about the fact that you don't seem to care anymore. You are always so cold. You never say you are sorry." John's ego exploded. Instead of hugging her, he shouted, "Maybe I don't care because you are always complaining. I work hard for this life. If you don't like it, that is your problem." Then he did the worst thing possible. He stopped talking. He walked into the bedroom and locked the door. He decided that he would not speak to her until she apologized to him for crying. 1 day passed, then 2, then 3. The apartment was like a tomb. Eliza tried to break the silence. She made him coffee. She left little notes on the fridge that said, "I love you," but John ignored them all. He would walk past her in the hallway like she was a ghost. He felt proud of himself. He thought he was winning the battle of wills. He didn't see that Eliza was slowly giving up. She stopped singing in the kitchen. She stopped dancing. She just sat by the window and watched the rain, looking very small and very alone. On the 4th day of silence, there was a soft knock on John's door. He was sitting at his desk, pretending to work. Eliza walked in. She looked like she hadn't slept in days. Her eyes were red and swollen. In her hands, she held a small red gift box tied with a white ribbon. "John," she said. Her voice was so thin it almost broke. "I saw this today. It reminded me of our first date. I don't want to fight anymore. I don't care who is right. My heart hurts too much from the silence. Please, can you just open this? Can we just go back to being us?" John looked at the box. He felt a wave of love for her, but his pride stopped him. He thought, if I take this gift now, I am admitting I was wrong. I have to stay strong for one more day, then she will truly learn her lesson. He looked Eliza in the eyes. He didn't show any emotion. "I don't want your gift, Eliza," he said coldly. "I told you I was done with this drama. If you want to fix things, you need to change your attitude. Now just go away and leave me alone." Eliza didn't argue. She didn't shout. She just looked at him with a look of total defeat. It was the look of someone who had tried everything and finally realized it was over. She slowly placed the red box on the coffee table. "Okay, John," she whispered. "I'll go. I hope you find what you were looking for." She walked out of the house. John heard the click of the lock. He felt a small spark of fear, but he pushed it away. "She'll be back by tomorrow," he promised himself, "and then everything will be back to normal." A week went by. Eliza did not come back. John started to get worried, but he was still too proud to call her. He thought she was staying with her mother. He imagined her sitting there, waiting for him to call so she could say she was sorry. He spent his evenings staring at the red gift box on the table, but he refused to touch it. On Friday night, the phone rang. John grabbed it quickly, his heart racing. He was sure it was Eliza. "Hello?" he said, trying to sound like he wasn't worried. "John?" It was Eliza's mother. She wasn't just crying, she was screaming. The sound was so terrible that John stood up immediately. "What happened? Is Eliza okay?" John asked, his voice shaking. "She's gone, John. There was an accident on the highway. The police said the roads were too slippery from the rain. Her car, it went off the road. She didn't make it. She's gone." John's world stopped. He felt like the floor had vanished beneath his feet. He dropped the phone. The sound of her mother's crying continued from the floor, but John couldn't hear it. All he could hear was the silence of the apartment, a silence that was now permanent. The last words he had ever said to her were, "Go away and leave me alone." And now she was gone forever. The next few months were a blur of gray. John lived like a man who was already dead. He didn't go to work, he didn't talk to friends, he just sat in the living room staring at the spot where Eliza used to dance. The red gift box was still on the table. It was the only thing left of her. One night, the loneliness became too much to bear. John picked up the box. It felt light in his hands, like a feather. He sat on the floor and slowly pulled the white ribbon. He tore the red paper, his tears falling onto the floor. Inside the box was a simple Polaroid photo. It was from their very first date at the park. They were sitting on a bench, and Eliza was laughing so hard she had closed her eyes. John was looking at her with so much love. They looked like the luckiest people in the world. Under the photo was a small yellow note. John opened it. The handwriting was neat and beautiful. "My stubborn John," the note began. "I know you're angry. I know you think that staying silent makes you strong, but I want you to know that I am not your enemy. I am the girl who loves you. I'm already sorry for whatever I did to make you mad. I've already forgiven you for the silence. I am going to stay at my mom's house for a few days so you can have some peace. But I am waiting for you to call. I'm waiting for you to come home. I love you more than I love being right. Always and forever, E." John fell to his knees. He clutched the note to his heart and let out a scream of pure pain. He had spent his life trying to win, but he had lost the only thing that mattered. He realized that while he was busy building a wall of pride, Eliza was busy building a bridge of forgiveness. He looked at the empty apartment. He wanted to shout to the walls that he was sorry. He wanted to tell her that she was right about everything. He wanted to tell her that he loved her more than his own life. But there was no one there to hear him. He had won the argument, he had kept his pride, he had stayed strong, and now he had to spend the rest of his life in a cold, quiet room with his victory. The most expensive thing you will ever own is your pride. It will cost you the people you love, and it will leave you with nothing but a heart full of too late.